everyone. I know it's a bit dark and it's not ideal, but that's when the inspiration hit and I decided to proceed with my painting. I didn't record how I sketched it, but it's here. So it took me a few hours to sketch, which I basically took a picture of myself and sketched it and copied it, the body, and then I'm doing a wine glass instead of a head. It's time for me to actually start painting. It's gonna be red wine because I think red wine I don't know why. I actually prefer white wine, but for this occasion I'm doing red wine. I've actually got a magenta paint. If you're interested, that's the paint I'm using for the purple. I know lighting is not the best today, but anyways, I'm gonna proceed with painting, and I'm sure I'm gonna be painting during the day as well, next sessions, so you know, you'll see it in the daylight as well. Let's begin. I've got a palette. I started mixing some colors, and I'm gonna start with the skin. I've just googled how a wine glass looks like, because I had a slight issue with coloring. So basically I'm just gonna show you. There's a wine glass, and the liquid, it's paler at the top there, and on the sides it's darker. So that was my question, and I just wanted to sort of do the right way. That's what I meant by lighter top and darker sides. That's what I was googling. I've done finishing coloring outline. So it's just a rough idea of the colors. I mean, they probably will change a little bit. You can still see the pencil. Oh, hello everyone, good morning. So this is my painting in the daylight. I want to make very bright fluorescent blue color as a background. And I tried to mix this blue, but it's not happening. And hello. So I went to the shop this morning and I bought this. This is a fluorescent blue. It was 15 quid. Can you imagine? 15 quid for a tube. I'm shook. I'm literally shook, but this is what I do for art. It's a beautiful color. This is exactly the color I needed. And I couldn't mix it myself basically, so I had to buy it, and it was extortionate. I mean, masterpiece has its own cost, I guess. So I've done the second layer of the background and it's coming along. It's the color that I wanted, so I'm very pleased. I want bright pierce colors, and I think it's gonna look good because it'll clash with the purple of the wine glass. So it's gonna be look good. It's gonna be look good. It's going to be looking good. That's what I meant. I'm not messing around with the tubes like that for the white anymore. I'll go for massive tube of white. So yeah, that's what I had to do eventually. Any artist that paints, they will know what I mean about running out of white all the time. So I've got 2 massive tubes of this, and that keeps me going. And I think now it's time to sort of dissect little by little and start painting in the pieces. So I think I'm gonna start from her dress and work on her dress, and then maybe move to her skin and just do one thing at a time. So yeah. Finish the dress. So that's the update on the dress. Everything stayed the same. I've just lowered the camera, and now I'm gonna concentrate on the hands. I've just realized one thing, that I shouldn't paint in the evening because it looks dark and shit for you. So I'm only gonna be painting during the day, which hopefully will produce higher quality video. Although sometimes I get like inspirations at like nighttime, and then, but I'm just stopping myself. I should probably invest in a light, in a decent light, but for now I don't have one, and this is the progress so far. So I'm doing a bit brown shadowing on her chest and collarbones, and I'm gonna be working on legs. I've done this part, so it's coming together slowly. I think I'm relatively happy with the hands. I mean, they are the most difficult part, I think, in this painting. I've always struggled with hands, so the fact that I've done them relatively decent, it's an achievement. I'm just gonna proceed with the painting and hopefully move on to the wine glass as well when I'm done her body, and then do some background and see where it goes. Today, I'm gonna be doing the neck of the glass where it merges with her body, and that's the most challenging part. I've got a picture of a basically wine neck situation there, and I'm gonna try and copy it because I wouldn't be able to do it from my own head, because I think this is the most sort of surrealistic and weird part, this transition that I need to make. This was a complete flop. I'm just messing around here,
copying from the picture, but it didn't work. It's not a surprise that many adjustments have to be made for the artist to achieve the desired outcome in the painting. So that's the case here as well.
This is a little update on my painting. I've done some work off camera and I was really struggling to do the neck of the glass versus her neck. Like in the last bit I said that I would copy this picture, but I ended up copying it and it just looked shit, so I've scrapped it and I've ended up doing it from my own head, how I think the transition should look, because there's no really reference between how to merge someone's neck with glass neck. So I just had it's a surrealism, so that's a little problem because you can't look up the pictures because no one's done it before. So I'll just show you the update. This is how it looks now. I think it's focused now. So this is the area I was talking about, where her neck merges with glass neck. And it's hard because how the freaking I draw it? I've made my own adjustments and I've eventually just had to go from my head what I imagined would look good, which is okay. I think that transition is as good as I'm gonna get. Now I think I'm just gonna perfect the glass, a few touches for the glass, and then the background. I finished my painting now. Sorry for the mess behind. I'm packing, so my house is it's in a terrible state. But anyways, I just wanted to reveal the final one woman. This is her knees and hands, her dress, her body, and of course, wine glass. I've spent a lot of time faffing around with the reflections because I wanted it to really look like a reflection. And when you're drawing things from your head, it's hard to make reflections on all these. The most challenging part of this painting was her neck. I had to blend in her neck with a glass neck. So I tried to do a little reflection there, and it was literally the most complicated part because this is not a reality. So I had to merge these two items together essentially, which was a challenge, but I think I've made it happen anyways, so I'm very happy about it. Of course, the only thing that's left is to sign it at the bottom. And it's done. Oh, I love this. I might get it to some galleries or something because I think it's worth exposing this to the public. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and see you next time for my artsy adventures.